With it being early June, white-tailed deer might not be on many hunters' minds, but some will start their scouting during the summer months. Now, I sat down and talked to Jason Isabel with the Missouri Department of Conservation, who is a Servo program supervisor, to talk about how weather could drive antler growth.
The three things that affect antler growth are genetics, food, and age.
Both genetics and age can be changed by hunters by culling deer in an area or for allowing young bucks to grow. The third factor of food is determined by the weather.
There's a lot of lush green vegetation out there, a lot of high-quality forbs, and so they're just eating a lot of that food.
Thankfully, mid-Missouri has lifted out of drought conditions with near-normal rainfall totals the past several months, allowing for proper vegetation growth for deer forage. On drier years, deer could have less nutrients to support deer antler growth.
So a buck is always going to prioritize his body growth over antlers, and so if you have a deer that has a poor quality diet, it's not going to grow antlers to its full potential.
June is a very important month to continue to see proper rainfall totals to support deer growth due to the growth rate of the antlers during this time period.
As we transition into June, the rate of growth is really going to accelerate. So if we look at out there on the landscape right now, folks are observing bucks, they're going to see visible antlers. Of course, they're covered in velvet this time of year, but they're still going to be relatively small. You know, in a lot of cases, they're 25%, roughly, of where they're going to end up being at the end of the growth period.
Future outlooks for the next month continue to show forecasts with near average rainfall totals, fueling better antler growth potential. It's also important to know when the growth period ends to target these larger rack bucks.
Especially towards the end of July, you'll be able to fully appreciate what that deer's set of antlers is ultimately going to look like.
As of now, things are looking good for one of the three main ingredients for antler growth production. So this fall, things might be looking good to see that buck with the bigger rack. Reporting for tonight's first ever ABC 17 Storm Track Insider Outdoors, I'm meteorologist Chance Gotch.